RLCS is about what have you done for me lately, and Singularity only ended up winning 1 game out of 4 that they played last week in the ground. It was last week. This time last week on Saturday and Sunday, they beat in their first game they beat Liquid 3-2. So and then ended up losing to Triple Trouble and BDS, and then Guild 3-0 in the playoff stage. So what have you done for me lately? Not a lot. But of course, this White Demon squad, not a lot to go off of other than a lot of field results. But obviously, grinding that out, that is so important for teams like this who don't have a spot in the grid to have that consistent competition. They've been doing fairly well in that.
Well, results in the grid is one thing, but the regional is the other, Crafters. And this is sort of the moments they'll play for. These are the moments they want to get up to, and hopefully a World Championship run when it comes for the team, of course. But we had our thoughts, we had our say, but Herbert heads for the opening goal.
How about it indeed? Scrubkiller just winning that challenge with CRR and has all the time in the world to get that one over to Hebs. The two of them have been unstoppable when they've been getting their passing connection going, and it works out for them straight away. Less than a minute gone here in game at number 1, and it's Singularity with the first point on the board. And it's kind of been a war of attrition here, Danny. No one really taking control. It's been very back and forth and a lot of midfield play here. And it's Singularity winning most of the battles right now, although CRR looking to dunk one over the defense, has Ghostfire on his right-hand side. Dorito is lurking about here, but heads safely over to Scrub and back downfield.
Nice little area to be exerted, at least for the time being, but with that new coach, could be interesting to see former world champion. And speaking of one here, Scrub beaten far too easily, and Singularity, after getting that opening goal, they've compacted quite nicely here, not overextending here after that Regional 2 performance. They aren't going to do anything foolish this time around.
No, don't want to hamper your chances of getting to the major, and obviously White Demons, the first regional that they've qualified in this winter split. So first points will be on the board for them, regardless of what happens today, tomorrow, wherever they may get to. Minimum of 40 points just for making it to this stage. But also a team who have sights set on the major is more so Singularity. And White Demons looking to cause a few upsets. And at least they're holding their own here against Singularity so far. Not a major domination by the guys in orange. And still a few shots coming in from White Demons, but nothing able to find the target so far.
That's a nice, somewhat calm, collected approach, you know, that bim bam either. The image of both sides really is being destroyed in this opening game, but Nerves being first back on after the winter break, but Breezy dusting down those cobwebs. 2-0 already.
A lovely pass. And again, the teamwork from Singularity just coming to fruition. Everyone knows the moving parts. So well-oiled machine here on the side of Singularity. And a lot of people thought that maybe Singularity were just going to come in and walk all over White Demons. And like I said, it's much closer than a lot of people would have anticipated. And that just shows you the power on this White Demon side of how they've been able to just cope with Singularity. But a lot of the time here, this ball now spending in the blue half of the field, although Breezy misses that one potential for White Demons to break through. Shot there by Dorito will be blocked by Scrub. And that's the first real chance that White Demons have had. They've had a few shots on target here, Danny, but nothing concrete. And Singularity, again, just dealing with this offense well. CRR out to Ghostfire. What a pass and what a shot.
Oh, this was well and truly worked here. Sits there, gets the contours at the bounce, lovely, and Ghostfire tucks it in. Oh, the defense of Singularity should have known better. But yet, game 1, they can throw a few upsets here. I've seen them playing in the field a few times here, this White Demon roster. They just love to claw back at leads there. Experts at a 2, and Dorito here for the second pass right through. Nobody biting onto it. They're willing to sit back and make sure their opportunity is well worth it.
Oh, and look at Scrub and Hebs looking to hook up once again, although Ghostfire has this one all the way downfield. Breezy able to get back in the nick of time. Minute 20 now, and now White Demons looking to ramp up the engine, looking to dial it up to 11. Ghostfire, plenty of boost, no one in attack with him. We'll just try and keep this one down the corner, let Dorito come in for this one, and now rotate out CRR. Awkward position, but he's done well to keep it in the position he has. Wins that challenge with Scrub. Now Ghostfire comes in to try and keep it in the orange half of the field, but well played by Singularity to get it out, just waste some more time off the clock. But you feel that Singularity need that extra goal. They need that 2-goal cushion if they want to not go to overtime here.
CR trying to push, and that idea of wiping the cushion could be near enough gone after that shot was lovely placement. And Dorito struggling for boost in position at the same time here after being hounded, hassled. Lovely chance for a set up here, and CRR not going to get past Grub Killer through that there. Singularity, as much as their credit on the offense, their defense needs to be praised as well.
And Ghostfire was just a little bit out of position, came too close to that ball. He was in a good position, but he was right behind his teammate. Now White Demons need a full court carry in the next 10 seconds. Right back into this blue corner. Singularity might just be holding on for dear life, but Dorito, plenty of boost off the back here. Was waiting for the pass in by Scrub, but it goes to Hibs instead, and the touchdown by Singularity saves them this game number 1. But Danny, they were oh so close to heading to overtime.
Near enough, and it would have been an ideal start if you were White Demons. You know, you aren't far off the pace after Singularity's or performance through the entire region on that grid. Just knowing you're 1 goal away builds a lot of confidence as well here. Singularity, it's a nerve settler. It's just get the job done, move on, and calmly collective. We've seen even the statistics alone, 4-3-3 saves alone. That's not even the shots here, Singularity. I talk about defensive being compact. Well, there's the evidence of it.
Yeah, so well played on the defensive side by Singularity. Again, you got to give credit where it's due to White Demons for dealing with Singularity in the way that they did. They just neutralized a lot of the offense that was coming from Singularity. For at least in the first half of the game in the midfield, and then they kind of let the game come to them, start to be a little bit more passive and trying to catch Singularity out. But I think to beat Singularity, you've just got to get in their faces, win those 50-50 balls and push it downfield. You cannot allow Singularity to have a lot of space on this field, otherwise they're just going to run rampant on you.
We'll see if game 2 plays the way as suggested, but nonetheless here Singularity, ideal start in game 1. Just kind of keep it up, kind of keep the momentum going. 5 minutes freshly on the clock here, Crafters, and they've already just put it comfortably to the side here, but CRR has it, will have it, and Breezy just tips it down so softly, but Dorito back at it again.
And what a start here from White Demons, straight out of the blocks, looking to be aggressive, but no goal scored will allow Breezy to take this one down. Now Scrub looking for Hibs in the middle there, will not be able to find him as now White Demons now transition back upfield. Ghostfire shoots, cannot score, but nice rotation in from Breezy to keep this one safe at bay, and still 0-0, 30 seconds into this one, but a fiery start from both teams as both teams looking to make their intent clear that they want to go fast and want to put as many shots into their opponent's net as possible.
There's a little infield passing here, just a little bit sloppy in the execution of it. If White Demons want to get through here, Singularity has to be on point, but from the ceiling they've been going through this rotation, the gameplay, the same ideas. Singularity will comfortably adapt to it here, so something has to give here, but opening minute, and Singularity back again, playing that compact nothing. Penetrating it right through, nice little idea for the demo, and Breezy, expertly done here, brings it to the halfway line, and Hibs strong 50 to keep on their counter-attacking options.
And just threads the needle, does Hibs. Finds the back of the net. Wins the big, strong challenge against Dorito, and CRR is just a sitting duck. Well played by Hibs. Big solo play for Singularity to get them up on the front foot here in game number 2. Danny, White Demons have been battling upfield and been looking for every opportunity, but they've just not been able to get it done. A lot of solo plays, not a lot of passing going on, even though CRR has been in quite a few good positions with a couple of good pre-flips as well. What do you think is the one thing White Demons need to change at this moment in time if they want to get this game back? And even Kilter, they needed to save that one, that almost an own goal. That's step 1. What's step 2, Danny?
Well, step 2 is just simply the execution of what their game plan. It's been slightly murky waters. It just hasn't been clear visionary from them. They've got the talent, they've got the skill, we can already see that. It's just, again, all these players moving around. There's a nicer percentage, shall we say, from team play to the solo. But again, that 50, they're near enough conceded. They will not be happy with that, and Singularity, with a cheeky smirk, will be happily gritting the fact that Game 2's gone comfortably into their pathway.
And a lot of boosts being stolen by Singularity as well. Every time I see White Demons move down into the orange half of the field, they've not got a lot of boost in their tanks, and Singularity is the one who benefits from that because they can afford to take it slowly, just recover in their own half, and force the White Demons to play on the back foot with no boost. As you see, Ghostfire, he was the only one really who could take that one up, but no boost in the tank, and I think Dorito was behind him with nothing in the tank either. So Singularity taking full advantage of the boost starving there. Now Ghostfire wins that challenge. We'll call in for CRR. We'll actually have to contend with Scrub in the corner before CRR can make his touch in midfield, but it's really to no one. And every touch that White Demons are starting to make to try and get themselves into possession, Singularity are cutting them off. They're at the point of attack, and White Demons just can't seem to move down the field in a clean manner. Now Breezy looking for the double touch off the backboard, will slam it into the post. But that was a call of intent by Singularity to say, we are not done with you, and we want that second one.
Just scary seeing this performance from them, and Crafters, we were victims of the Singularity's grid performance, and this looks even much more deadlier. This looks almost like they've just worked out what they have been improving and just take it to the next level. The rest of the field might be worried here, and Ghostfire, that's a dangerous idea, challenging, shooting a third man, and he's just let White Demons in a sticky situation here. They get away with it, but no possession from it.
Yeah, and it was straight, no good positioning from Ghostfire at all. He was in a very awkward position, but you've got to think at that moment in time, you've got to shoot, you've got to give it a go. And now Hibs down to Breezy, can't find the target this time, although CRR will pay the price. Hibs looking for the Doomsday dish, will not be able to get there in time, but 50 seconds left. White Demons need to push with everything they have to get anything back onto this Singularity side of the net, and they're just getting demoed and bumped all about this pitch right now here, Danny, and it looks a bit in dire straits, but Ghostfire looking to take it himself. CRR now trying to drop that down. Ghostfire, that was very weak touch, and Ghostfire didn't have a lot of time to respond before Scrub came flying in.
It's just, again, the idea of putting in the challenge the third man from White Demons too far up. And yet you can just see them, they're moments away of that little bit of brilliance here, but Singularity, it's just the class, it's the quality, they're just that step better, and it's just shown here how the performance going. But 5 seconds here for a hopeful backboard stack, and wide it goes. That would have maybe made an interesting OT for our opening game on the C stream, but 2-0 Singularity and Crafters. My 3-0 predictions are very good, aren't they?
For the other team, perhaps.
I know.
Yeah.
Just DM me on Twitter and I'll predict 3-0 for the opposite team.
Basically, whatever, do the opposite of what I say, not as I do. I was looking for something there, it's not there, but
Philosopher Craftman there in the
basically, don't ask Danny for betting, or do ask Danny for betting advice, and just go against them everything. Gamble responsibly, everybody. But in terms of White Demons, let's bring this back to Rocket League for a second. White Demons, I think we mentioned it during that game, they've been doing a lot of things right. It's just that final third, they can't seem to find that third man to pass to and get a clean shot onto net. Whereas Singularity, they've just been playing mistake-free Rocket League, and White Demons are just expecting Singularity to make that one misrotation, that one little mistake, and it's just not coming. Singularity are just playing clean Rocket League.
Well, to an extent as well, as Singularity didn't have to push or up and trying to chase the game at any stage of time. I talk about compact defenses. Singularity has just sat there, let them, and it's not a case of it is no mistakes from them. They don't have to be put into a mistake, not a sort of forced error. They've just let White Demons sort of going, okay, is that what you've got? And at some point here, they're just hoping for the mistake and rightly knowing that it's going to come. So it's got to be clean here from White Demons. A reverse sweep, or simply down to the loser's bracket from here on out.
And the loser's bracket is simply where Singularity cannot afford to go. Remember, winner of this will go on and face Dignitas in the next round of the winner's bracket. And mentioned it during the pre-show, Dignitas are a team who you do not want to face right now. Their dominant performance last week in the grid, and every performance since then over the winter break has just been absolutely phenomenal from Dig. Back on form and back at the top of the table, but Dorito finally takes the lead for White Demons in this series for the first time today.
Calm, collective, and crawls right into it. Hibs will probably feel a tad foolish after sort of pushing up there, but again, not really much in terms of White Demons you expect them to do so. So Singularity will happily know the right time to bounce back after conceding here, as their opposition should be vulnerable, and Hibs waits. And unfortunately, beaten out by Doritos. Pace here has the Spanish plus German side decided to pick up the pace. That's what we're going to have to be seeing here.
And that's what we said was the key to beating Singularity, was just outpacing them and getting right in their faces, winning these challenges. And that's what White Demons have done for the first minute and a half or so of this third game to try and stay in this series. Now Hibs will try and find someone in the middle to equalize. All of Singularity lined up one behind the other, so not great field positioning from Singularity, not a lot of field control. Just gave the ball straight back to White Demons, but they are now back into the blue half. Here comes Hibs looking for Breezy in the middle to pass to, but this White Demons defense is starting to step up. Is that one going to trickle in? Oh, just wide, just batters off the post. But Singularity having a lot of issues coming down the field now. We can't seem to get a clean shot off.
It's their first times where White Demons has made them question themselves, and Scrubs. It's a nice setup. The follow not going to work well, and CRR has bailed out White Demons from a horrible defensive job, and Dorito once more sending it long. So the idea of holding possession, not White Demons, is as far at all costs here, and Scrub will just take out the pace of this ball.
And he'll slow it down, but Dorito reads it well. Like you said, White Demons have not been putting a lot of feet wrong. Just Singularity have been playing much cleaner, and now CR off the backboard gets it down to Dorito, but Scrub intercepts that one before it can become a threat. Now White Demons looking to hold this middle of the field. Pass into CRR. Can it find the bottom right corner? No, it can't. Just barely scrapes off the post. But the intent is there from White Demons. All of Singularity just clumped together there for a moment. If that was on target, it might have gone in. But nonetheless, Ghostfire follows up and takes a 2-0 lead.
And Singularity must have been exchanging what they've got at Christmas time. It's not the time for it. Ghostfire rightly punished at 2-0 up, 2 minutes on it. And now Singularity will truly be feeling this game has ran away from them. They knew they had a potential 3-0 on the sweep and knew everything else is on for them, but CR, what control that was, and once more, high shot by Ghostfire, and Singularity single air dribble downfield by Breezy, not being put into the back of the net either.
Plenty of space given for Breezy, had all the opportunities to put it in himself rather than get it off the backboard, and now Singularity struggling and scrambling on this blue goal line. Not a goal to be found though, as the clock ticks down to 90 seconds to go. Singularity starting to flounder here, and the offensive prowess just isn't there. You could kind of see it in the first couple of games, not running away with it. A 2-1 and a 1-0 victory. And now here in game number 3, they need to find 2 within the next minute and 15 seconds if they want any chance of taking it to overtime and still have this sweep on the cards.
Nice set up there by Dorito. CLR, pressures there, Ghostfire.
Oh,
He's just been missing off the mark, but Dorito doesn't miss a wide open net. You've got to feel sympathetic here to Ghostfire every time off the post here. Oh, that's going to hurt, but 3-0 up, I think that might cheer him up.
Oh, he'll be happy nonetheless that it went in. And Ghostfire, yes, he's had his struggles going for those double taps and the rebounds off the backboard, whether they've been off the backboard, the post, at the crossbar, wherever they've bounced on that back wall. Not being able to put them in 100% of the time, but luckily enough, the entirety of Singularity clear net and are able to pave the way for Dorito getting that one in. Now 45 seconds. We said that Singularity have not put a foot wrong up until this point, but the defense has just been porous here, Danny. Been letting everything through, and every time they transition to back downfield, it's one shot, rotate out. They cannot get anything consistently in the blue half this time.
Well, at this point here, 3-0 down with 30 seconds as well too. I would just, if it was Singularity's case, forget the game 3 happened, moved on. Yes, it's been cruel. Yes, it's been unfair. But if you're not going to put the concentration into game 3, that's what we expect to an extent that's went wrong. Well, as I say, they're going to have to smarten up for games 4's sake, because frankly, White Demons, if they got any bit of momentum here, Crafters, it's going to make life difficult to say the least.
It will make life difficult, and it's exactly what they did in game 3, made life difficult for Singularity. And it's interesting you bring up the momentum that White Demons are going to have coming out of this game, because we've seen in the grid before, Danny, that Singularity are a team based on momentum. If they can have a good run of a couple of games and keep that going, they are just unstoppable. But now this breaking the chain, what does that do for the side of Singularity mentality?
Well, naturally, they'll probably feel a tad annoyed that they haven't finished it off 3-0, because they were pushing further up, at least in terms of the opening minute or two. Probably thought, well, White Demons are mentally done. They aren't going to make much of a challenge. It was their compactness, again, in defense, that's been a major highlight in those 2 games from them. How effective, how well it was working for them. They decided to play opposite from that, and they got punished for it. So do they go back to it, or do they go with more pressure? That's what's going to be the interest of Singularity. How much pressure are they going to put on White Demons in game 4?
I think they've got to pressure White Demons if they want to get back into this one, because we've seen White Demons with their passes. Their passes are starting to hit now. They weren't there in the first couple of games. They finally found their dual plays upfield in that game number 3, and now going into the 4th game of this best-of-5 series, I don't doubt they'll be able to do it again. So Singularity cannot afford to play passively. They need to be all up in the faces of White Demons down in their own half, and then Scrub Killer will try and do so in the first 15 seconds, but CRR with a clean enough save, and now over the top will go CRR off the crossbar. Dorito is there, but well worked by the defense to take the shooting opportunity away, but CRR still lurking down in the orange half here. Dorito in position to make a play here. All of Singularity looking at what CRR is doing, doesn't make a touch and can't make the shot.
Well, that positional work as well. White Demons will feel a little bit anxious to the extent that Singularity has Tim on the ball here, but I said execution is going to be a huge part of White Demons. It seems to be Singularity having issues too, and that pinch goes nowhere, and CRR bailing out, but frankly, Ghostfire there at the back line, no stack available, and Ghostfire's got to be careful. He's got to make that one go, frankly, down to the opposite side of the pitch. Doesn't happen, and back again, Singularity decided to put both in the barrel and fire at net here.
Nothing from their third man. Really a smart play from Singularity if you think about it, because you would just give possession straight up to White Demons, which they have done here, but at least they've got some defense back. Breezy misses though, Hibbs floundering, Doritos there, shot made, and gold is on the board. 3 minutes 33 to go, and White Demons are rolling.
Just straight like that, and Hibbs will be wondering why he touched the ball to an extent here. He had to clear his lines, obvious, but just where it landed right into the middle. A deadly sin, and once again, Singularity trails. Are they just going to pick White Demons off here? They've tried to change their strategy once before, hasn't worked, continued, and probably wonder why they went 1-0 down. As Scrub fires a shot right to CRR. Man at net, easy save, and the air dribble to follow once again.
Oh, he had the boost, he had the angle, but Singularity rotating back in the nick of time now. Those kind of plays for Singularity, they need to get the save and counter right back downfield quickly if they want to catch White Demons off guard. Not done so here as the rotations come back in for the blue side. Not even halfway done through this game. And Singularity, it just seems like all the wind has been taken out of their sails. Everything that they're trying downfield is just not working at all here, Danny. They've not scored since game number 2. So what is Singularity's game plan right now? Is it just give it to Scrub Kill and be able to fire that through? Or do they need to get that team play working again? Because even though they've been doing that, White Demons has been reading the passes every single time.
Well, they just need to sort of sit back and let White Demons overextend again. They have pressured well enough. Their solo play, only time realistically when they brought it out is when they've been under pressure, just to get the ball away, have a moment to breathe, get some boost. And yet the attack, once again, you said earlier yourself, they've had one shot and run away. no consistent pressure. Back again this time around here, and most of it has been in the corner.
Oh, what a save by Dorito as well. Under pressure from Hibbs and just stands his ground, and now Ghostfire with the potential to get it over to Dorito. CRR lying in wait, waiting for this one to pop out, and he will try and challenge Breezy. Coming down this left-hand side, does so win that challenge. Now Dorito able to get it back into his possession. Minute 30, just over that to go. And all the momentum right now is with White Demons. Singularity needs one breakout chance if they want to tie this one up and at least force OT. But right now, White Demons are not giving an inch, and Heads had to pinch that towards net to at least be threatening. None of the offense is working out of the Singularity playbook. They need to dig deep into their arsenal if they want to get past this defense right now.
Well, be interesting to see what is in that artillery at this point, which frankly we haven't seen enough of it.
Ooh.
And Dorito, last moment, just bails right across his own net there, just hoping to get a touch onto it, rightly so. And Scrub Killer knew he had so much work to do, and he's missed it. Dorito needed the safety net. White Demons needed the safety net. They do not grab it, and Singularity will just be relieved they have one last chance here with Breezy.
Yeah, Singularity wiping their brow. As if that one went in, it might have been game over. This might be game over as Ghostfire went off the backboard. 30 seconds now. Can CR put this one to bed and force game 5? Not right now, he can't, although he's still got it in his possession. Backboard play. Dorito lying in wait. Breezy needs to bring this one all the way downfield for Singularity, but Ghostfire will have other ideas. Try to find that top right corner. Scrub gets it back in to the Singularity side. And now the last chance ditch effort for Singularity has to come now. Midfield to Blue's net is what they need. Breezy finds him. Can he make the shot? Yes, he can! And ties it with 2 left.
Just simply a typical Singularity. Hibbs and Breezy, 2 of the most dangerous men mechanically on the RLCS. And they just simply broke White Demons down. They had just to defend. They failed to do so in 2 seconds there. It should go to OT. It has to go to OT. Oh. And Singularity has other ideas though.
Oh, White Demons might just want to put this one in the ground. Don't give Singularity the opportunity to score at 0 seconds. Just reset yourself. And they do so indeed. Overtime reached, their first overtime of the day. It will end 2-1, but who will have the advantage? If Singularity score this one goal, it is over. They are through to face Dignitas. If it's White Demons, we go and play game number 5. And the upset potential still on the line for White Demons. And a date with Destiny with Dignitas on the cards. They need to get past Singularity in this overtime to force that last shot in number 5, the decider. Scrub now taking this one down. Singularity will hold the push for now and give CRR possession. Position from the dunk over the man in the midfield, and now the pass into the middle finds Breezy, but the defense again for White Demons is strong. And yet again, Singularity stymied when it comes to that final shooting opportunity.
It's with Breezy and Ghostefire's vital touch in defense, and this is just wide left, truly open. Oh. And Singularity, from perils of the deep, just scrape on by, and that date with Destiny of Dignitas, you said, Crafters, well, they'll be looking forward to this one.
They will indeed. It was a valiant effort there from White Demons towards the end of that. A 3-0 win in game number 3 might have set up the upset potential in game 5, but Singularity, the winners on paper, win on the field as well. Take this one 3-1, and again, I mentioned at the start of the day here, Danny, at the start of the series, that you need to watch out for White Demons because they could just go on a tear. Now they're going to have to go on that tear in the lower bracket, but this showing against Singularity shows that this team is no pushover.